Baby, Jackie Christie had no idea that a simple dinner meant to bring the ladies together was about to explode into pure chaos. The second the women sat down, plates untouched, wine glasses shimmering under the chandeliers, you could feel the tension choking the air. Evelyn Lozada leaned back in her chair, arms crossed, just waiting to pounce on Jennifer Williams. Jennifer sat tall, her face unreadable, but the stiffness in her posture, oh, it was screaming she was ready for a war. And then Jackie, always trying to be the mother hen, cleared her throat, trying to calm the storm. "Ladies," she said, all sweet but firm, "I think we all need to address the elephants in the room." "Jennifer?" She just let out a cold laugh, shaking her head like she'd heard it all before. "We're not making this about Christian," she snapped. "Oh, but honey," that was all Evelyn needed to ignite the fire. "Oh, we're not." Evelyn leaned in, voice dripping with sarcasm. "'Cause last time I checked, your man is all over the news for scamming people, yet you still walked your dumb— Boom! Jennifer slammed her wine glass on the table so hard it echoed through the room. "Find a storyline, Evelyn!" she barked, her voice slicing through the awkward silence like a knife. But baby, Evelyn wasn't backing down for nothing. She flicked her hair like she was about to give us a whole show and said, "Oh, trust me, sweetie, I got plenty. The real question is, how long you gonna keep defending a man who's clowning you in front of the world?" Before Jennifer could even spit out a comeback, Brittany Renner leaned back, whistling under her breath. "Damn, y'all really going there, huh?" Jackie rubbed her temples, begging the universe to chill this mess out. "Ladies, we need to stop tearing each other down," she said, playing peacemaker. But Evelyn was ready to make it personal. "Oh, please, Jackie," she snapped. "You're always preaching peace, but you can't even keep your own family together." And then, dead silence. Every pair of eyes whipped around to Jackie. Her jaw tightened, her eyes darkened. Everyone knew exactly what Evelyn was talking about. Jackie's own daughter, Chantel, had joined the show, and instead of bringing mother and daughter closer, it had ripped them apart at the seams, and the cameras had caught every raw second. Jennifer, surprisingly, tried to step in. "Evelyn, let's not do that," she said, her voice softer than before. But Evelyn shrugged like it was nothing. "Oh, what? Jackie's fine digging into everybody else's dirt, but can't handle it when it's her own mess?" She turned back to Jackie, throwing down the gauntlet. "Let's talk about it, Jackie. Or are you scared?" Jackie's fists clenched under the table. She could still hear the words echoing from her last fight with Chantel. "You don't listen to me, Mom. You just want to control everything." Jennifer leaned forward, tension hanging thick in the air. "Jackie, is that true?" Before Jackie could even answer, a voice sliced through the room like a blade. "Why don't you let me tell them myself?" Everyone whipped around. Standing in the doorway, arms crossed, eyes burning, was Chantel Christie herself. The second Chantel stepped into that room, baby, it was like a whole storm rolled in. Jackie turned slowly in her chair, frozen, while the other women exchanged wide-eyed looks, knowing they were about to witness a mother-daughter showdown for the ages. Click, click, click! Chantel's heels echoed through the room as she made her way to the table. Her face, unbothered, unforgiving, unstoppable. Evelyn leaned back, smirking like she had front-row tickets to the hottest show in town. "Oh, this just got good," she whispered. Jennifer, caught between loyalty and plain human curiosity, whispered, "Maybe we should cool it?" But Chantel? She wasn't cooling nothing. "No more talking around it," she snapped, her eyes locked onto Jackie with laser focus. "You want to tell them, Mom? Or should I?" Jackie's fingers tapped against the table, her silent, desperate attempt to hold herself together. "Chantel, this isn't the time or place," Jackie said, her voice strained. Chantel let out a cold laugh. "Oh, it was the time and place when you put your hands on me." The gasp that ran through the table was loud enough to rattle the wine glasses. Brittany leaned back in her chair, grinning like she needed some popcorn. "I need a drink," she muttered under her breath. Finally, Tai Young, who had been unusually quiet, spoke up. Wait, y'all talking about a real fight?" Chantel didn't even blink. "Yes," Jackie exhaled, the truth too big to hide now. "I never wanted it to go there," she said quietly. "But you pushed me, Chantel. You disrespected me." Chantel's eyes blazed with fury. "Disrespected you?" she spat. "Or is it that I finally stopped being afraid of you?" The other women shifted uncomfortably. The pain between Jackie and Chantel was too raw, too real, way beyond the usual messy TV drama. Jackie's voice cracked, losing her usual control. "I'm still your mother, and I'm still your daughter," Chantel fired back, stepping even closer. "But that doesn't mean I have to let you treat me like trash." Tears welled up in Jackie's eyes. But honey, Jackie Christie was not about to cry in front of these women who would love to see her fall. Instead, she did what she always did. She stood up, grabbed the back of her chair, and tried to breathe through it. "I need some air," she said stiffly. But just as she reached the door, Chantel's voice hit her like a slap. "You always walk away when it gets real." Jackie froze. The room held its breath, and without saying another word, Jackie walked out, disappearing into the night. The room felt like a funeral after Jackie left. Chantel stood there, gripping the back of a chair, chest heaving from holding back a lifetime of pain. No one knew whether to speak or just let the silence suffocate them. Finally, Jennifer broke the spell, her voice almost tender. "Chantel, are you okay?" Chantel shook her head slowly, blinking hard. "I don't know." She looked down at the table like she couldn't even face them, her voice shaking. I didn't expect her to walk away like that." Evelyn scoffed, cold and bitter as ever. "Really? 'Cause walking away is Jackie Christie 101, baby? Stir the pot, then run when it boils over." Chantel ran a frustrated hand through her hair, her fingers trembling. "You don't get it," she said, voice thick with emotion. "This isn't just TV drama. This is my life." Brittany leaned in, her gossip senses tingling. "So, are y'all done? Like, broken for good?" Chantel bit her lip, hesitating, and for a second, her strong facade crumbled. "I don't know if we can fix it anymore," she whispered. "And honestly," she paused, swallowing hard, "I don't know if I even want to." Ty, always the wise one, finally chimed in. "Girl, once certain words get thrown around, once hands get raised, you can't just erase that." She locked eyes with Chantel and asked the million-dollar question. "You sure you want to cut your mom off forever?" Chantel hesitated, and for the first time, you could see it. The raw, gut-wrenching confusion of a daughter who wanted love but couldn't take the hurt anymore. Meanwhile, Jennifer had her own ticking time bomb about to explode. Still steaming from her earlier clash with Evelyn, she rubbed her temples and sighed heavily. "First this drama, and now Evelyn coming for me and my husband?" Evelyn laughed dryly. "Oh, please, Jennifer. You out here acting like you're innocent while your man is out there robbing grandma's blind." Jennifer's body went rigid. "You obsessed with my marriage or something?" Evelyn leaned back, grinning. "Sweetie, the entire world is obsessed. Your husband's a scammer, and everybody but you seems to know it." Jennifer's nostrils flared so hard it looked like steam might shoot out. "You don't know anything about my relationship." "Oh yeah?" Evelyn snapped. "Then why is your man making headlines for stealing from people?" Jennifer shot up from her chair so fast her glass nearly toppled over. "You better watch your mouth." Unbothered, Evelyn smirked. "Or what? You gonna walk out like Jackie?" Dead. Silence. Jennifer clenched her jaw, her fists tightening at her sides. Everyone braced for a glass-throwing, table-flipping moment. But instead, Jennifer took a deep breath, grabbed her purse, and, ice-cold, said, "I'm done." Evelyn blinked. "What do you mean, done?" Jennifer's eyes were pure stone. "I'm done with this. I'm done with you. Maybe I'm done with all of this." And just like that, without another word, Jennifer Williams stormed out of the restaurant. The second the door slammed shut, the room exploded. The door had barely slammed shut behind Jennifer when chaos broke loose. Brittany gasped, clutching her chest dramatically. "Wait, did she just quit?" Evelyn blinked, clearly rattled for the first time all night. "Nah, she's bluffing. Jennifer loves the spotlight too much." But Chantel, her arms crossed tightly, shook her head slowly. "I don't think she's bluffing," she said, dead serious. "I think, she's done." The women looked around at each other, really looked, and for the first time, a deep, uneasy tension settled into the room. Because if Jennifer Williams, a staple of their messy little world, was really walking away, everything they knew about this season was about to blow up. Ty nodded grimly. "Y'all hit a nerve tonight, a deep one." Brittany whistled low. "First Jackie, now Jennifer. This season is a damn train wreck." Just then, a producer, looking stressed out and sweaty, rushed into the room. Every head snapped toward him, the energy shifting instantly. The producer cleared his throat awkwardly. We have a situation." Evelyn rolled her eyes. "What now?" The producer hesitated, then dropped the bomb. "Jennifer just called production. She's seriously considering leaving the show." Brittany's mouth fell open. "Wait, for real?" The producer nodded grimly. She said she's tired of being the punching bag, tired of defending herself, tired of the cameras catching her lowest moments. Evelyn sat up straighter, all her fake bravado slipping for a second. "You're kidding," she said, almost in a whisper. Chantel leaned forward. "So what happens if she really leaves?" The producer sighed. "If Jennifer walks, it changes everything. Reunion? Probably off the rails. Season arc? Scrambled. And guess what? If she's out, we need to bring someone else in." The room went still. Evelyn narrowed her eyes. "Wait, what do you mean, bring someone back?" The producer gave them a knowing smirk. "Exactly what it sounds like. If Jennifer's out, we're calling in a wild card." Brittany's voice was high-pitched with excitement. "Who? Who are y'all calling?" The producer just smiled slyly. "Guess you'll find out soon enough." Chantel leaned back, arms crossed. "But let's be clear, if Jennifer's really out, everything changes." Even Evelyn, cocky Evelyn, looked shaken. Meanwhile, outside in the cool night air, Jennifer Williams sat alone in the back of a sleek black SUV staring out at the sparkling city lights. Her phone buzzed over and over again. Messages, calls, notifications blowing up. But she didn't open any of them. She knew what they would all say. "Are you okay? Where are you? Come back." Her heart felt like it was caving in under the weight of it all. Was it worth it? Was any of it worth it anymore? Her phone rang again. And this time she hesitated, then picked up. "Hey," she answered softly. A familiar voice, calm, confident, almost cocky, spoke on the other end. "I heard what happened." Jennifer closed her eyes, tired beyond belief. "Of course you did," she said. "Everybody knows everything." The person chuckled lightly. "You don't sound surprised," Jennifer scoffed bitterly. "Nothing surprises me anymore." There was a long, thoughtful pause. Then the voice said, low and steady, "So tell me the truth. Are you really leaving?" Jennifer didn't answer right away. She stared out at the night sky, her heart pounding, the future foggy and terrifying. Finally, she whispered, "I don't know yet." Another pause. Then the voice said, softer, but with an edge that made Jennifer's skin prickle, "Well, whatever you decide, just know this, it's not over." Jennifer sat up a little straighter, heart hammering. "What do you mean?" The voice chuckled, dark, amused, ominous. "Let's just say, you're not the only one making a comeback." Click. The line went dead. Jennifer stared at her phone, stunned, breathless. Someone was coming, something was coming, and baby, if Jennifer thought she was walking away from the drama, she was dead wrong because she wasn't escaping the storm. She was walking straight into a bigger one. Straight into a bigger one. Straight in...